There is nothing like another tweet from the Orange Menace to ruin your Friday. Take a look. Okay, Donnie. Can I call you Donnie? Yes, fentanyl is a crisis. Nobody's arguing that, but before you launch into another all-caps meltdown on Truth Social, maybe take a beat. Put down your phone and, I don't know, open a book, like just once in your life. The numbers are literally right there in front of you, but instead of looking at them, you're too busy shaking your fists at Canada like a dollar store Bond villain. You keep screeching about Canada like it's some cartel-infested wasteland pumping drugs into American veins. But let's be clear. Fentanyl entering the United States from Canada is practically non-existent. In 2024, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, your organization, FYI, seized about 21,000 pounds of fentanyl at the southwest border. 80% of that smuggled in by, drumroll please, Americans. And Trump knows that, too. Which is why, just yesterday, he announced the immediate removal of the tariffs he enforced on Mexican exports. Meanwhile, at the northern border, a grand total of 43 pounds of fentanyl was intercepted in 2024. That's, let me do the math, 0.2% of all seizures. Like, girl, please, that is less than the weight of my emotional baggage. And just like in Mexico, most of those 43 pounds were confiscated from individuals trying to bring fentanyl into Canada. Not out of it. In other words, more Canadian lives are being lost to American fentanyl than the other way around. But wait, there's more. Let's address your next work of fiction, the so-called invasion of illegal aliens flooding in from Canada, desperate to escape a life of Putin and Celine Dion. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? Yeah, except it's bullshit. Let's break it down with some actual facts, because unlike you, Donnie, the numbers don't lie. According to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, which is once again your organization, so you know I'm not making it up, there was an increase in northern border encounters in 2023, with approximately 189,000 recorded crossings. That seems like a big number until you realize the southern border saw 2.4 million in the same year. That means less than 8% of total unauthorized crossings were from Canada. But here's where his claim gets even more ridiculous. A large percentage of those crossings weren't even illegal aliens. Many of them were Americans who overstayed in Canada and got caught up in bureaucratic issues. Hardly the tidal wave of criminal invaders that Trump would have you believe. And let's get real for a moment, Donnie. What exactly are Canadians supposed to be fleeing from? Universal health care? A functioning government? Cities where you can walk outside without worrying that today's weather forecast includes a school shooting? The U.S.-Canadian border is over 5,000 miles of trees, lakes, and rabid moose. It's not some VIP entrance to America's dystopian hellscape, so cut the crap. The fentanyl crisis is an American-made disaster. The Canadian migrant invasion is a Fox News fantasy designed to keep boomers foaming at the mouth between ads for incontinence underwear and Ozempic. This trade war has nothing to do with fentanyl or migration. It's all about destabilizing the Canadian economy so that we're weaker and easier to annex. A weak dog is easier to kill, but that's where you've made your mistake, Donnie. We're not dogs. We're Canadian geese, and those are vicious.